Yes.
How much is it?
$26.50.
It should be framed for $26.50.
That was my point.
Yeah.
It's sort of begging for it. Well, we're not gonna, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I would do is I would put a gold frame on that. I would put.
Well, but we have
like
until a week from tomorrow.
We'll unpack it here essentially.
Okay.
Place it along the brick.
Okay.
And then, you know.
Okay. Well, I mean.
And then go biggest to smallest.
Right. So I haven't really. Oh. Okay.
I mean, in terms of the hanging.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
Got it.
Spatially.
Yeah.
What I thought with the buffalo is that we've got this whole bison undertone from Audrey and the wrapping of the animals. I thought that, and I have some ribbon. I have some red, white, and blue ribbon, and I thought I might wrap him. I like the idea of him being festooned and like the sheer lunacy of putting decoration on, on this grand animal. How he would look.
I do have to say though, like the irony of making the buffalo an American icon after we decimated them, like really conflicts me. So I guess I'll just put that out there to you, but we can talk about that.
Well, I mean, I like the provocation. Okay. And then we have all those Afghan red rugs if we want to soften the that's what we could do right here. We could put a big rug down and it would soften the sound when we.
Oh, awesome. But I guess the thing is I'm getting concerned like with the bunting and decorating the buffalo. Like I don't want it to be kitschy. I want there to be a little somberness to this show. So I guess like I don't want to take away, as always, our discussion of when is too much where it takes away from the art versus, and also I don't want it to have a kitschy feel.
No, I don't think it will. That's why I brought in elegant objects.
Okay. 8, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just really curious about this.
I think as we take these out, the only thing we should put
them on that table.
Put them on that table. Even let's just put them all on the table.
Yeah, I mean, I do like them all together.
I do too.
And
so this one,
I'm thinking
at
like,
most, would be like, over
there, or it could be centered. Like we always struggle. Too. I mean, there is something.
I do love that those are pinned in there like that.
But there is something nice about hanging this low and leaving all this white. I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, we don't know what else we have, but.
That's what Mountain Dew should be.
These are freaking unbelievable.
I know. Wondering if this guy. These can be split up, I believe. I don't think they have to be together.
Yeah, except palette-wise, they work beautifully together. So. I was envisioning that down there.
Me too.
Kind of like just in thinking, I'm feeling like this piece, and I know I'm jumping way ahead, should be on that wall. So you're kind of like framing it with those wrapped images and.
Okay.
And
I see that, but I also see this there.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I mean it works nicely. Can you just hold that there?
Yeah.
So that I can step back
and. Is this nice together?
Oh, hot damn. Even the texture. Look at the texture.
And these burnt reds with it are really gorgeous.
Oh, the reds, the range of reds, and look at the crinkle texture.
Yeah, I know. It's perfect.
It's like they were talking to one another.
So I'm just gonna move this over here because I do think they're gonna have to end up having a relationship with each other. Ooh, Sergeant.
So I'm gonna take this
to
storage then.
Oh my God, we have such good art. Look at Mike's.
We always do. A frame is coming for that. You should text him and ask him how big.
My phone's dead.
So charge it. It may be a little
tight.
But It's like an architectural element, so maybe that's okay. Let's let that mellow for a second.
Yeah. What I'm thinking, like if Maloo's was higher, then it wouldn't be so diminutive.
Well, you have to put it dead center with how you do
Richards.
Richards
Right.
dead center.
Right, but then I feel like it would work.
It is really heavy. We're just kind of moving it slowly. Oh shit.
Okay. So that's quite lovely from
That
here.
much.
How does it look from down there?
It actually feels good there. It feels right.
From there too. I think, Jeremiah, I think for me, the one thing that I might flip on its head is the meditative, what I'm calling like the meditative contemplative wall could go here. So you have like this intense like splash of color. Jeff's images are really disturbing. Ben's piece is really thought-provoking. And then you have this quiet meditative space here. And then this kind of, I mean, these are very joyful colors. I mean, this is a real celebration of color.
It's not quite working yet. You've got like a certain kind of density down there that you're not having back here.
I still think you have that relationship. So can we move
Oh yeah, here.
this furniture? Motherfucker. Go, 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 go!
It's a really nice scale for this wall.
Okay, so here's my question. Are we in the business of selling flags?
Well, yeah,
Or are
that
we
flag's
in the
for sale.
business-
The flag's
I
for
know,
sale.
but are we in the business of selling our artists' art? Like in order of priority? That hallway is claustrophobic. It's not a meditative space.
Well, but don't you want to get and think about that black and white picture across from this too? That kind of works. I mean, we're putting Ben's piece in there, and that's contemplative. I'm just saying, let's sleep on that, and then when we come back, we'll think about it. Okay, let's turn it off. Let's go get a bite.
Okay, and
Past the deadline?
Well, you know, you have
Past
a
the
photographer
deadline.
lined up. You have time set aside.
the only reason we didn't work with you yesterday was because we didn't have his piece. We didn't want to do it without
And our whole
his
thing
piece.
is you have to have it all.
Yeah, you have to have it all.
You can't have one piece missing because then
You can't hang a show, and even if you know what the piece looks like, what it could be,
It's a jigsaw puzzle. I mean, you saw it tonight. Like it's a total jigsaw puzzle, and if you're missing that one piece, there's just no way.
Art.
Yeah. So what I'd like to do from last night is start at the beginning of the gallery and work our way through and see if we're happy with what we did initially, and then we still need to sort through that wall and this wall. But well, I guess the question is are those two pieces going to be there?
I don't have a better place to put it at the moment. The only other thing we could do is we should work from biggest to smallest, right? And that flag is that's the biggest. So either we need to figure out if it is in fact going to be here, or, we really have two options. It's here, or it's way down there.
What is?
The big flag.
No, we measured it. It doesn't.
No, way down there.
Yeah.
There's two spots.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't like that idea.
Think about the experience of people coming through the show. When you get to the back, the biggest move at the back is good. We've done that in the past. It's been successful. So that is an advocacy for that's why it would work here. No one expects to see something so big,
So where
in
does
such a small
Ben's
space.
piece go? Because
Well, it can
look,
stay right
Ben's-
where it can stay where it is.
This is the conflict. Both of us are getting snarky. It's about promoting the art. It's about seeing the art. It's about our artists first and foremost, and selling art. And so when you put the artwork in here, and I know we're selling the flag, but that's not our primary mission statement,
Well-
right? So I just feel like it really works with Ben's piece.
I'm not disagreeing with you exactly. Let's hang it here, Let's grab Judd. We're gonna hold it up. We'll hang it here. We'll have to find the center, work it. So we'll hang this up, and we can always take it down. I'm just worried that we don't have enough power back there, and we've got all the power here. We've got all of the big moves.
I think Boo's quilt at the end with that face is super powerful, and then
Well, it's about density too. Like, look at the relative density.
Right,
here.
but then
It's
you
really
have
high, and back there it won't be.
Well,
and that
but
sort
it'll
of bothers me a little bit.
See, and it's just the opposite for me. I love that there's like a quiet, contemplative, meditative space tucked behind Boo's.
I'm not talking about the imagery. I'm talking about the experience. The movement through the space.
Right.
Like,
But this is always the tension that we have, right? Is that
I'll have to adjust
Yeah.
it.
But it's the
And I'd
idea.
actually like to lower it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're getting there. I just want the layers.
I know.
I mean, it's full, but it's full commensurate to that wall.
I
kinda
like the
find
4 better
I
than
do too.
the,
Okay,
than the,
decision made. Did you text Mike and ask him what the frame is for that?
yeah. Like the status of
Because
where
that and how big and what it is and all that
Yeah.
business, because that obviously makes a difference.
Good morning, Mike. How are you? Good. We're hanging, and we need to know the color and the size of the frame and the ETA of the frame. Well, what I need is the final size and the color. So what's
So
the
you have a picture of it, perhaps?
Okay. Maybe that's it. I just also think it's the weight of the image. I feel like she deserves. Now I'm switching to your opinion. I feel like she needs to be in the center.
Wait, what?
Fuck
I'm
off.
sorry.
I feel like I feel like she needs to be in the middle.
This is such a great piece because at every distance, it's amazing.
Where the little ladder is.
Okay, let's talk about this for a second. It's kind of better with a greater span.
It is very stiff.
I wonder if I steam it. I'm going to try to steam it.
You think that'll
See if
soften
it softens it up. It's like I'm over this, guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm just over it. I don't know.
All right. Are we parting ways? I'm just going to work on the price list. Okay.
If we decide to do this outside, that could be interesting.
Will that happen Saturday?
I don't know. I just don't know. It depends on how far we get. It always takes a lot longer than you think. So I'm going to get this one on.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to make sure. It's like we're sending into madness.
I mean, I think our process is unique in that we don't, unlike other galleries, we don't group the art by artists. We do it by palette and subject matter. And so this was like a really challenging theme for our artists. You have 12 different individuals, and yet there's these connective tissues of subject matter, palette. And so, when we hang, we create this fluidness in things that might not necessarily normally be adjacent to one another.
Are we on that thing?
I don't know.
Let it go. Every time we have a show, I feel like I'm just being nerdy. Honestly, all the themes that I have for the last few years been percolating on this Americana thing.
Yeah.
I've been accumulating this, that, or the other. I've been seeing that, in the studio, it's down to these chairs, right?
Right.
And then it sort of coalesces. Same thing was with the floral show. Others that we've had, the trophy room, it was the whole glamping, and the tents and all of that. It's like just, those are my passions. And then the artists add like.
Right, but what I love about like the themes that we come up with is then the exploitation of it by our artists, right? So the trophy room became such a different thing than just about glamping, right?
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like the
No.
definition of like what a trophy is. So it's like
Just one layer.
it's just one layer. It's just the start of the conversation.
Okay, so